What happens when you get the keys to a pristine 3,600-mile time capsule from an era defined by VTEC, manual gearboxes, and analog gauges? This is the moment. Welcome back to Winds of Thought. I'm Alex, and with me is Ben. We've just been handed the keys to automotive history, a 1999 Honda Prelude Type SH. Not a restored car, but a genuine museum piece with virtually no miles. Today isn't a technical deep dive, it's a first impression time warp. We're driving it for the very first time, just like someone would have in 1999. We'll explore its legendary H22 engine, the meaning of super handling, and answer a simple question. Does this iconic coupe deliver a feeling that modern cars have completely lost, or is it just nostalgia in a stylish shell? First, the presence. Among all Prelude generations, this final 5th gen model has a timeless sleekness. The compact, square headlights and the wide, wraparound tail lights give it a technical, purposeful look that has aged beautifully. It's lower, wider, and just feels more special than the family sedans of its day. Ben, first thoughts. Ben, it absolutely holds up. There's a purity to the shape. Back then, I admired it, but the front-wheel drive layout made me look elsewhere. Now, you can just appreciate it as a beautifully resolved piece of design. Alex, under the long hood lies the reason for its fame, the H22 engine. A 2.2-liter, big block, Honda 4-cylinder. The numbers: 200 horsepower and 158 of torque. What's fascinating is that's the exact same horsepower figure as the brand new, hybrid Prelude. The connection is intentional. But the real magic word is VTEC. The system that changes cam profiles at high RPM. We need to hear it, but first, let's get moving. The interior is a time capsule. You sit low, surrounded by glass. The dashboard sits lower than in modern cars, giving you a fantastic view of the road. The gauge cluster is all analog, a masterpiece of clarity with red needles. If Honda put this in a new car, enthusiasts would celebrate. Everything you touch, the steering wheel, the manual seat adjusters, the classic Honda shift knob, feels mechanical and honest. Ben, the 5-speed manual is exactly what you'd hope for. It's notchy but precise, with a light clutch. This is why people learn to drive stick on Hondas. It's communicative and easy. Driving gently through the city, it's just a pleasant, comfortable coupe. But we all know that's not the whole story. Alex, exactly. To understand the Prelude, you have to wake up the engine. Time to find an on-ramp. Air conditioning off, just like you had to do back in the day. Downshift. And there it is. That crossover at around 5,800 RPM. The engine node changes, hardens, and it pulls with a frantic energy all the way to the 8,000 RPM redline. No synthetic sound, no turbo lag. Just a linear build to a screaming, mechanical crescendo. It's an event. Ben, that never gets old. It's like turbo lag, but without the turbo. It makes you work for the power, and the reward is the sound. Alex, now, the stands for super handling. This was Honda's early, mechanical form of torque vectoring. It used a dual pump system in the transmission to send more power to the outside front wheel in a corner, reducing understeer. In an era where nobody was doing this, it was a huge bragging point. Pushing it through a bend, you can feel it. The car rotates more eagerly than a front driver has any right to. But how does it stack up? This wasn't a raw sports car like an S2000, or a hot hatch like a Civic C. It occupied a unique space as a tech-forward, comfortable grand tourer. It competed with cars like the Mitsubishi Eclipse and Ford Probe, a segment that simply doesn't exist anymore. Let's talk about the experience of just being in it. The steering is unassisted in the modern sense. It's heavier, richer with feedback. The seats are cloth, not leather, so you don't slide around. It has cruise control, a sunroof, a single-disc CD player. It feels special, but not extravagant. This car cost about $26,000 new, which adjusted for inflation is shockingly close to the price of its modern successor. The value proposition has always been about more than just specs. Ben, driving this now, I have so much more respect for it. I get why people loved them. If I saw one on the road today, I'd be thrilled. It represents an era of accessible, engaging engineering that's faded. Alex, the ultimate test is always the back seat. Let's just say it's cozy. More room than an old Camaro, but it's a 2+2 in the truest sense. The trunk is useful, though. It's a real car you could theoretically live with. So, what's the final verdict after this authentic blast from the past? The 1999 Prelude Type SH is a deeply compelling package. It combines stunning, enduring looks with a charismatic, high-revving engine and a clever technical trick in its super handling system. The manual transmission and analog controls provide a tactile, connected driving experience that's become a rare commodity. However, its character is specific. The power delivery is peaky, requiring you to chase the VTEC zone. The front-wheel drive layout, even with the SH system, defines its handling feel. If your heart beats for rear-wheel drive purity, a contemporary Miata might speak to you more directly. This isn't just a car, it's a perfectly preserved lesson in analog exhilaration. The Prelude's genius was in blending everyday usability with a spark of high-tech, high-revving excitement. It wasn't the fastest or the sharpest, but it had a unique personality and polish. In 2026, driving this low-mileage example feels less like reviewing a car and more like hearing a legendary song played on its original instrument. Every note, every vibration, is authentic. True driving joy isn't always measured in seconds, but in the quality of the sensations a machine delivers. If this journey into automotive time travel resonated with you, please help support our channel. Liking this video and subscribing to Winds of Thought fuels our mission to explore the ideas and machines that define their eras. For the Honda enthusiasts out there, what's the 190s Japanese icon you'd most want to drive for the first time all over again? Let us know in the comments.